I literally remember, it's still in my head to this day, that's how long, the song where it was like, drink Jack Daniels to get the party going.
Welcome back to Coffee and a Cry. Wait, what do they do on Views? They go, this is a Coffee and a Cry. This is the Views podcast.
No, they go, welcome back to Views, the podcast where, and then they were like, Jason's feet smells really bad.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anyway, this isn't Views, this is a Coffee and a Cry.
Yeah.
Welcome back. This week, actually, that links in quite nicely, because this week we are talking about YouTube.
Yes.
And, well, YouTube on like YouTubers, YouTube as a whole, past, present, future.
Yeah.
All of it. Mm-hmm. And looking into, I guess, how YouTube replaced television. Like,
yeah.
I think it did that a long time ago. But yeah, like what is the new thing? Well, it's not the new thing. It's the thing. It's the continuous reigning on high thing. But we'll talk about all sorts of different things because we both watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
Love YouTube. I did my dissertation about YouTube, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, shall we begin?
Yeah. Okay.
I was about to say like roll the opening credits.
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm on Views, but I'm not. It's sad.
So what was the first YouTuber you ever subscribed to?
I made my Google account, so my YouTube account for college, like for sixth form college, because I needed to upload animations. And I remember just subscribing to like a whole bunch of people that I already watched. I was just like, now I have an account, I can subscribe to them. So it was like, yeah, it was like a whole bunch of people, like Jenna Marbles, Hannah Hart, like all loads of random people. Old school people. But I remember the first YouTube video I watched. Yeah. And I do not remember her name because it was it's so old. But it was this girl who had really long hair. Mm-hmm. And she was doing like hair tutorials, if you like. And,
oh my God, I think I know who you mean.
And one of them was that she got a milk carton and put it, like a tall one, like a 2-litre one or whatever. Yeah. And put it on top of her head. And then took her hair and tied it on top of the milk carton, covering like all sides. So her hair was like stood upright.
It's like Trolls. She predicted the Trolls movie?
Yeah, she like, but it was so like, this was so long ago. And like, yeah, so that was one tutorial. It was probably like 3 minutes long. She literally just did it and that was it. And then...
back in the olden days when your video didn't have to be 10 minutes to get monetized.
And then there was another one that she had where she did this, like another hair thing where she took a wire coat hanger and like bent it over her head so it stuck out, and then she wrapped her hair around it so it stuck outwards, like Pippi Longstocking. Yeah. That was the tutorial. It was a Pippi Longstocking one. And I remember trying to find that, like those videos now. But if you type in Pippi Longstocking tutorial, like everyone does one. And even the milk carton thing, like...
wasn't...
I'm never going to find that first one I saw.
How weird.
I also remember seeing a Jessie J before she became big. Yeah. She was originally found on YouTube, sat on her bedroom floor singing, and my sister was one of the people that saw her on YouTube before she got famous, and she showed me. She was like, "This girl's crazy good singer."
One of the first YouTube videos I ever watched, and I remember this because I thought YouTube. My parents used to watch what I did on the internet, which is like fine, because I was a child and that's what you're meant to do. Yeah. But I used to think YouTube was like this place where like videos were uploaded where I wasn't allowed to watch them. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, and the first YouTuber I ever subscribed to was Jenna Marbles.
Yeah, I love Jenna Marbles.
And the first video I ever watched was a Jenna Marbles video. Yeah. And it was What Dogs Do When We Aren't Home.
Oh, yeah.
And the one, I literally remember, it's still in my head to this day, that's how long, the song where it was like, drink Jack Daniels to get the party going. That's still in my head. And also, I can even remember as far back as when she was going on a trip to Cancun.
Oh, with the bikinis?
Yeah, and she did bikinis. And the song in the background is by Crunkwitch. Yeah. And that was the first iTunes purchase I made.
Oh, wow. Because, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it was Jenna Marbles. And I was like, wow, this song is so cool. And I listened back to that song now, and it's such a stupid song. It's by Crunkwitch, and I can't remember what it's called. But I know
the song. Yeah. I remember watching How to Trick People into Thinking You're Good Looking.
That was her first video. Her first
big
viral
video.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that, and I'm pretty sure that was the first Jenna Marbles one I saw. Subscribed. It just watched forever since.
Every video, she went through a massive role where every single video she posted went viral.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like every single one.
When she was, living in that, she was still living in Boston.
Yeah. And she had, that video where it was like what caffeine does to you or something.
Yeah.
And she was like Ninja Turtle backpack spin or something.
Yeah, I used to. Oh,
you have a Ninja backpack.
I have a Ninja Turtle backpack. I bought it from Hot Topic.
Oh God.
In the States, and it's still cool. It's a really cool backpack. Yeah. I love it still, but I don't use it for like uni or anything. But I did used to travel.
Yeah.
Because it's a great backpack. So I used to travel with it. So when I was in the States with my family and stuff, it would be like a big massive airport and like with those like really like, you know, tiled shiny floors, and it would just be me with my turtle backpack on the floor going turtle backpack turtle spin.
So what YouTubers,
and I was a really cool kid.
What YouTubers are you like really feeling right now?
Okay, this is, well, I went through a phase probably a couple of years ago where I watched a lot of YouTubers, a lot of different YouTubers, and it was like I think I was just trying to absorb as much as possible, like gamers, beauty gurus, like all sorts. But now I've really like refined my taste in YouTube. Jenna Marbles is someone that I think I will watch as long as she's uploading. I will be watching.
Yeah, definitely.
At the moment, I've really gotten into watching the slow-mo guys again.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I've been subscribed to them.
I never watched the slow-mo guys.
I've been subscribed to them for a really long time.
Yeah.
You know, nice British boys. It's always good. Like, you don't get that many viral British YouTubers nowadays. And yeah, no, they're really lovely. And the thing is, I think the reason why I keep watching their videos at the moment is because the slow motion stuff with the pretty, like, they just do really basic like sound effects music over the top of it, and it's actually really relaxing. Yeah, it's almost like that whole sort of like satisfying videos compilation type thing. But no, it's because they're funny British lads just pissing about on YouTube, and I'm just like, yes, I'm here for this. It's, you know, it's not like none of this trying to be pretty or funny and things. They're just having a good time filming things in slow motion, and so it's like, it's nice wholesome content. And every so often they'll have a absolutely fascinating video that will teach you something. Like they did one how a TV works. And I remember watching it, and I was like, "Wow!" And I showed my mum, and I told my parents about it. We watched it on our TV, like with our Apple TV or whatever. We watched it, and it was just like, "Wow, this is so cool!" It was really like, it's a great video, really clever. But yeah, I've been watching them a lot, and they just did one recently with Rhett and Link about doing that thing with a bottle of champagne. We like get a sword or like a knife, and you like go like
sword.
Well, no, they have a saber because it's like that's what you're meant to use.
That sword you're lying around that you use for popping champagne.
No, but it's like where they like you run it up the bottle and it like takes the top off. I watched a video where they did that the other day, and I really want to do it at the wedding.
Yeah,
I think it would be great. I put it on my like family group chat, like, guys, we got to do this.
I don't subscribe to many YouTubers. I don't know if you do.
I too many. But
oh really?
But nowadays I've like. A lot of the people I'm subscribed to, I don't get any like on my feed because they've stopped posting. So like it's because they're all real old school. Yeah. But then
you don't want to unsubscribe to them because you've been subscribed to them
exactly.
for so long.
And then there's people that I watch nowadays that I'm not subscribed to because I don't want all of the videos clogging up my feed.
So basically, I obviously subscribe to Shane Dawson.
Yep.
Because Shane Dawson is the best. He is. I don't care about literally, I don't think there is a single controversy around Shane Dawson that would, well, probably there is one that would stop me liking him. Yeah. But like his videos are so well done. Yeah. Like
his conspiracy theory stuff.
All of it. Yeah. Every single video he's ever released.
See, I'm not subscribed to him, but I do watch all of his content.
Why aren't you subscribed to him?
Again, I don't want all of his stuff. Like if
he posts like once every 7 months,
and I still manage to see when it has been posted and like
because every video he does goes viral.
Yeah, so it's like I don't need to because it will come up as a recommended.
I also subscribe to David Dobrik.
Oh yes,
because he is hands down my favorite YouTuber. I love Shane, obviously, as I just said, but I do genuinely think that David Dobrik is my favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, he's not my favorite YouTuber.
Who's your favorite YouTuber? Jenna.
Probably. I think Jenna, I could just be best buds with her.
Jenna Marbles, Shane Dawson, and David Dobrik are probably my 3 main subscribers. I don't subscribe to many people.
Yeah, I think I do like David Dobrik a lot. I watch all of his stuff. Even though I feel like it's for a demographic younger than me, I still watch it all the time. I am subscribed to Scotty Sire, and I never watch his vlogs. Really,
I'm not subscribed to anyone. I might be subscribed to
Heath.
I'm subscribed to Heath, and I'm subscribed to Zayn.
Yeah. No, see, I'm subscribed to Scotty. I don't watch his vlogs. I'm not subscribed to Kristen, and I watch almost all of her videos. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't subscribe to any of them.
Subscribe to David and his second channel. Not subscribed to Liza.
I'm not subscribed to Liza.
Or her second channel. I'm not going to be part of that gang of people.
No.
I don't find her that funny.
I will not say anything bad about Liza.
Come at me. I don't find her funny. I have, one of my best friends, finds her so funny. And I'm like, why? No. It kind of, changed my...
hope?
Yeah, it, changed my opinion on her sense of humour. I was like, what? No. But no.
Well, I recently unsubscribed to someone who I want to talk about. But it released into our book club.
Oh, okay, go on.
So, I bought a book. A YouTuber's book. I
just remembered what your book club is.
Yeah. I don't... YouTube is such a weird platform for me. If David Dobrik released a book, I wouldn't buy it.
No.
I don't buy any of his merch. There's a few merch pieces that are fine.
There was some merch I wanted, but I didn't get.
I just you have one piece of David Dobrik
I have
merch.
Scotty merch.
Yes, but that's from David Dobrik's site, not from Scotty.
No.
So I wouldn't buy merch. I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to rock any YouTuber merch. It's just not me.
Yeah, I have Scotty. I have the Too Much Scotty, the original Too Much Scotty. It was one of the first pieces of merch that David brought out. Mm-hmm. And it was, more because I liked Scotty. I was like, I kind of want this because it's funny. Too Much Scotty, it looks cool. It's not I watch David Dobrik.
Have you seen Jason's new merch? It's really cute.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice, yeah. But anyway, so I have been subscribed to the Gabby Show, who was part of the Vlog Squad, and I feel like that's how I found her.
Yeah.
She used to be part of the Vlog Squad, and I obviously love all of them. Yeah. So I was like, why not, subscribe to Gabby? And I really, really liked her story times. Yeah. I thought they were interesting, very dramatic. I'm quite a dramatic person myself. And I ended up buying her book. Well, actually, an ex-boyfriend bought me the book, but I was going to say something really mean there, but I'm not going to say it. It was really mean. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
But I ended up getting her book, and it wasn't
Adult Lessons,
and it wasn't that good. And it reminded me why I don't buy any YouTuber stuff. It just reminded me. I was like, so I've unsubscribed to her.
I completely support your decision to do that because I read Adult Lessons.
Yes.
And I am not afraid to say that it was shocking. It was probably one of the worst things I've ever read.
And in life, if you want to talk down about a book, people usually are like, oh, you try write it better, blah, 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 blah.
I've written a book. I've written a poetry book.
Yes, and I'm telling you right now that we study media and creative writing, and there is not one technique utilised in that book that would pass any form of degree.
It's terrible.
The one thing I will say about it is the illustrations were very good, and she did do the illustrations herself.
Yeah.
So they were the drawings were nice. Yeah, I liked the drawings. I thought they were interesting.
I got what she was going for.
Yeah, I feel like it was
and I still hated it.
I feel like it was made for a
younger audience,
a younger demographic. I feel like it was made for a younger demographic, and I feel like maybe it wasn't meant for me. But as a fan of her, which is she's now rebranded herself back to Gabby Hanna now.
Yeah.
So she's no longer the Gabby Show, but I feel like I supported her. And then it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I do get what you mean, because it's sort of like I find this interesting with YouTubers in their relationship with sort of sponsors, in the fact that I remember Sophia Nygaard talking about it once in a video, that she gets lots of emails about people wanting to sponsor her, and she wants to actually only have products that she knows are good, so that she can tell her viewers this is good and be genuine about it.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. And you can be like, oh, Audible is great and other companies aren't. That's fine. But it's when it's the YouTuber is the thing that you are investing in.
Yeah.
And then they don't pay off as being a good product, say a book. That's when it's you kind of lose this trust or relationship with them.
So what's your book club?
So mine, I think I mentioned it before, but one of my favorite YouTubers from back in the day was Hannah Hart. I still love her. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her at VidCon a couple of years ago, VidCon Amsterdam, which was great. Like, I don't know why they changed it last year, but year before it was great. I had her cooking book, because obviously she does My Drunk Kitchen, and that was like fine. I don't really use cooking books. I bought that because I just wanted to support her. Yeah. And it's sort of like, you know, it didn't add or take anything away from my life. It's kind of funny, and it's like, I'm never going to cook any of these things in here, but I have that relationship with every cooking book. Like, you're like, oh, I'm never going to make this. Yeah. But I bought her autobiography, Buffering, when it came out, and I think that was a really good book. Yeah. For, like, as an autobiography, it was, like, absolutely, like, yeah. And it was before every YouTuber under the sun had brought out a book. Like, she had spent...
they offer brand deals to most... Yeah. Like book deals to most people.
She like had because I watched her videos so much. She talked about how long she took to write these and where all the stories came from and stuff. And having watched her for such a long time, and then sort of filling in the blank spaces with her book, I was like, yeah, I'm totally down for this. This is really, really cool. And it's so interesting. Like, you know, lots of autobiographies, you kind of have to wait and see what the author's voice is, if like what they are on screen translates into a book. But no, she was exactly as I expected, and she was really funny, and she's gone through a lot, and learning about her life was absolutely fascinating. Yeah. And it meant that when I met her, like when I met her, I realized that she actually influenced me in a lot of ways in terms of like journaling and, you know, like looking very internally at what my life is about, and like, you know, trying to make myself the best person I could be. Yeah. And so I did, and I never really realized that, but yeah, no, it was a good book.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's a good read. You know, I couldn't ask for anything more from an autobiography from a YouTuber. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is interesting.
You know, you get like the worst, like of the worst. Like, I don't know if you heard about the whole Zoella. She released a book, for people who don't know, she released a book called Cordially Invited, and it was meant, I don't know what it was meant to be.
It was meant to make her money.
Yeah, but what was the genre? Was it meant to be a cooking book?
No, it's like like how to throw a party, basically.
But like, it was full of like the most random and like self-explanatory things.
Yeah, it was like
blow up balloons, and you were like, thank God.
It was like, if you put out bottles and cups, people will pour drinks into cups and then drink them.
Yeah, and it was like string up some fairy lights to make it have like, so you don't have to use the lights, and you can make a more cozy atmosphere. And I'm like, thank you so much, Zoella. Like, honestly,
I had no idea that I could do that.
I've never subscribed to Zoella.
No, same.
I've never watched a single one of her videos. I couldn't even tell you, like, the only thing I know about her is that she lives in Brighton, and she's dating Elfie Days. Yeah. Who recently said he didn't want children on our channel, apparently. And she said she did want children.
Oh, well, that's going to end, isn't it?
Yeah.
So back when I watched a lot of YouTubers, she was someone that I was never subscribed to, but I did watch.
Oh. I never saw you as a Zoella.
I never watched, like, I've not seen, it wasn't like I watched everything she made for a while. It's like I would dip in and out for the big viral ones. Yeah. I never found her funny. I never found her interesting. I never really took anything she said as, you know, when she said, oh, this is the best face cream. I never believed it. Like, everything about her just screamed, I am here to make money off young girls, or more importantly, their parents. Like, you know, and the whole advent calendar thing.
Oh, that was the worst.
That was just like the cherry on top. Like, none of it. I never bought her. You know, I never.
What I don't understand about those YouTubers is how their fans can carry on supporting them after that. Yeah. That's what I don't get. Like,
well, that's where my thoughts are. It's all of those young girls and everyone that knows. Like, they grow up, and there's a new batch of 9-year-olds that come along, and they're like, oh, Zoella, she's so cool and
but
cute.
She promotes, like, okay, this is what I don't understand, and what I think is partly toxic about YouTube is the fact that these people, the YouTubers I subscribe to, don't promote anything toxic. I would say, like, yes, David Dobrik is very out there, and he's very cranky, but I would never try and set my friend on fire at home. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm an adult woman. Yeah. But, like, Zoella, like, she promotes, like, diet culture and makeup to feel pretty and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, how can people support that?
Yeah. She has, like, because she suffers from, like, panic attacks and things. And there was a point where she did a whole like, I can't pretend I'm a happy person all the time because I'm not. I'm like a real, and it felt very much like a
be relatable. I'm relatable.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like, but no one really cares. You know, like everyone's got their problems, and it just felt like she was trying to hop on the bandwagon of, I'm so relatable.
And that's why I like Jenna Marbles.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Jenna Marbles, like the other day when she was in the pool, you remember this video?
I love her so much.
Yeah, I do too. You remember the video the other day where Kermit fell in the pool?
Yeah.
And she, which is her dog by the way, fell in her pool, so she was trying to teach him to swim, so she got in the pool in like a t-shirt and like her swimming trunks and everything. And was like, I'm not going to get in a bikini because everyone's mean on the internet. And I just thought that was so funny and so relatable.
Because she was like, some of you are cool, but some of you are not. And I'm not having it. Yeah. And it's just like, fair enough, you do you.
Yeah, literally. And no one cares. It's because she's honest and she's real. And that's why she's never had a scandal.
Yeah.
And to be honest, David Dobrik's never really had a scandal. Like, he's had scandals about... Like,
with Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, with Trisha Paytas, who, you know, is Trisha Paytas, so...
I feel like the scandal follows her more than it follows David.
Yeah, exactly. But, and, like... He himself has never had a scandal.
No.
And I feel like, again, he's genuine. Like, when he was... Like, even when he stopped uploading his vlogs 3 times a week, he made a vlog being like, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be uploading 3 times a week. I'm going to go back down to 2.
But it's
I hope that's okay.
Doesn't he mention it in their podcast where, like, he lost his mind when he stopped filming?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously, him and Liza were breaking up.
Yeah. Vlog.
Yeah. Going down from 3 to 2, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, even when he made that vlog, which had a kind of, it was like a semi-racist joke, but it was with his black friend, who obviously would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
But the audience didn't take it well.
Yeah.
Even though his friend had obviously okayed the joke.
Yeah.
And he made another vlog apologising.
Yeah.
And saying sorry. And that got more hits than the actual original vlog. Because he's a genuine person. Like, he's actually sorry. Can you remember the Laura Lee scandal? About Jeffree Star?
No.
So, okay, I'm just going into all the scandals.
Okay.
Laura Lee, we're becoming like a drama channel. Laura Lee was a snake, basically, to Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
And obviously Jeffree Star has a massive fan base, and rightly so, because he's very inspirational.
I love Jeffree Star.
Yeah, everyone loves Jeffree Star. So Laura Lee was a bit of a snake to him, basically just badmouthed him and stuff, and turned a lot of beauty gurus against him and stuff like that, and then eventually she got found out, blah, 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 blah. It's like a long story.
Yeah.
But she uploaded a video of her fake crying and apologising. And she never actually face-to-face apologised with Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
But people like, I'm trying to remember his name. Another beauty guru who was in with drama.
Yeah.
Gabriel something.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not really... Beauty community is not my cup of tea.
YouTubers is not my realm.
No. And her video of fake crying went so viral, and people make fun of it so often because it was just fake.
I think I do remember that video. I've never watched the video, but I've seen
and people were comparing and stuff like Logan Paul when he uploaded his apology video.
Yeah.
And they compared his 20-second apology video to Jenna Marbles' 30-minute apology video.
Her 40-minute thing about her fish.
Yeah, she bought a wrong tank for some fish, and she thought people were mad at her.
That was sad.
Did the fish die?
I think so.
No, she returned the fish.
Oh, she returned them.
The hamster died. Ad died.
Oh, poor Ad.
Yeah.
No, I think there are some people... The thing is that all the people that I think are real nice people, they have had their fair share of, good and bad days. Obviously, you would as someone that's in the sort of public,
Eye.
Exactly. I think it's all the people that have been doing this for a long time and are trying to make a living doing it. They're the people that are really genuine and like people like Shane Dawson, Jenna Marbles. As much controversy that surrounds him, PewDiePie, I think I think he's doing his best to try and be a better person.
Yeah.
And for that, I can only applaud him. When it's people like Logan and Jake Paul or all the people that hopped on YouTube later, I just don't think that, they're in it for the right reasons. Leading on actually from PewDiePie is actually he's quite related to one of the aspects of our news to us.
Something happened in the news this week, something scary or something bleak. We're gonna talk about it, what's the fuss? At the end of the day, it's news to us.
Last week, PewDiePie, because obviously there was a whole PewDiePie T-series thing.
Yeah.
Obviously been big news for a long time, and then it kind of span out of control. PewDiePie made a video, but it's 3 minutes and 46 seconds or something, not a very long video the other day, saying basically that he is calling off the PewDiePie versus T-Series or sub to PewDiePie kind of meme.
Do you think that needed to be done?
Absolutely. And I think he did it, and he did it the right way. And I think what's impressive about it is that he has the power to make a video and be like, guys, the joke's over. Stop. And it stopped. You know, it's not like people are going to try and carry it on. Yeah.
So you know how T-Series have taken over now?
Yes.
And they're the biggest YouTuber.
No, they're the biggest YouTube channel. Being the biggest YouTuber is different.
Are they, is the counter still up?
What, the sub count?
Yeah, because surely if PewDiePie's told it to stop, it should be down.
Well, I don't know about that. The one I was looking was on like Flare TV or something. It could well still be up just as a thing that, you know, it will make Flare TV get hits. But I wouldn't, like, it's all the stuff of people, you know, doing posters and like buying billboards and things that say sub to PewDiePie because of what happened in New Zealand and things like that.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I don't actually know a lot about it, but because it started off with, actually I don't know if I told you, it started off with some people spray painted a World War II memorial with spray paint saying sub to PewDiePie, and it's since been like taken down, like washed off or whatever.
Is it just them trying to one up the next person? Is that what it is?
Well, they're trying to do the biggest thing, like people having their like chest painted at the Super Bowl and things like that, and buying billboards, like, and Logan Paul getting in on it, and loads of like Markiplier and things, all saying sub to PewDiePie. It's just trying to be the next biggest thing. And then the shooting in New Zealand, the guy shouted sub to PewDiePie, and you know, I felt so sorry for PewDiePie at that point because he never intended it to be like this. No, that far.
I don't like PewDiePie, and I know that was not his fault. And the fact that people were blaming him was ridiculous.
Yeah, like that is just no one. Like PewDiePie has had some oopsies, but like, man, I don't think he ever he tried his hardest to, like he says in the video. Where he says about stopping the PewDiePie sub to PewDiePie movement, he says that when that happened, he waited a while and then he did tweet about it, obviously saying how devastated he was, but he tried really hard to not do it straight away because he didn't want to make it about him. It wasn't about him. He just was tangled up in this horrible situation. And so, I think the fact that he has just said, stop, he wants to hit 100 million subscribers on his own, you know, on his own terms, and not have it be this big joke. I think it's really good of him. Like, you know, he's probably going to make some slip ups in the future, maybe still, and he's done some stupid stuff in the past, but like, you know, he's moving on, and I'm happy for that. And I watch his videos. He went to Morocco the other day. Yeah. Posted a video about it, and I watched the whole thing. It was quite entertaining, you know? Like, in my mind, he's still making decent content that I watch, you know? And that's it for me.
Okay, so what's your weekly favourite this week? Because we kind of did it a bit of a weird way around.
Okay, weekly favourite, I've been watching something I don't know why, being really, really into it. So I started watching Jaden Animations a few weeks ago. Really like animators. Love Odd Ones Out.
Odd Ones Out is so
Domics,
good.
all of them. I watch them all. But so there's a company called Rooster Teeth, which is actually who like own the Slow-Mo guys, I think.
Yes,
or they're like partners. Yeah. And because they're like a gaming channel or whatever, and they have a podcast. But there's also something where they have little snippets and stories that get animated, and it's Rooster Teeth like animated adventures. There's like 150 of those things, and I have been watching them like constantly. Like they're literally like a minute and a half long. Yeah, just one little bit of a podcast.
That's my attention span. 1 minute and a half long.
Pretty much. I just watched the whole like playlist of them all, and they're really funny.
Going back to your question earlier about why YouTube has taken over TV, I generally do think it's something about attention spans. Yeah, my attention span has become a lot shorter.
Well, it is like actually accurate. Like scientists have discovered. Scientists have discovered that.
It's one survey said.
Yeah, no, but our attention span is getting shorter. That's why things like Vine was so successful, because you were restricted to 6 seconds. Yes. But what I find really interesting, I think, which is why I find YouTube fascinating. Yeah. Is that so back in the day, having shorter videos were what got you views because people didn't have a long attention span. Yeah. But nowadays, it doesn't matter the length of the video. No. It's what the content is. You know, I watched Jenna Marble's 36-minute video
Shane
today.
Dawson releases like an hour and something long videos.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter about the length. But what's really interesting is that like any other website or any other like company, YouTube will recommend that you watch certain videos over others because it's got a longer timestamp, which sure, that means that the person that uploaded it is getting more ads and things like that, but it means that you're on YouTube for longer purely because that video they recommended is 10 minutes rather than 6. And I never thought about that because they're just YouTube wanting you to stay on their site for longer. And I was just like, whoa, that's kind of weird,
shady.
But
my weekly favorite is okay,
this is the stupidest thing ever.
Mine is so stupid, but it definitely is YouTube related. So yesterday, because we're recording, I don't know if we're allowed to say this, I guess we are, but we're recording a stack of podcasts at the moment because we're breaking up for summer.
We're breaking up?
We're breaking up. So everything we say, like even my weekly annoyance might be out of date by the time this goes out, I'm thinking. But, okay, so when I first started watching YouTube, there was a song called the Mean Kitty song, which I'm going to play a section of. But the other day, it was in my head. While we were recording a podcast, it was literally in my head. And I don't know why, because I haven't heard the song in literally years. I'm going to play a section of it. Wait. I'm going to play a section. Ready? That's it. And it was literally, it's got like something ridiculous.
Like 90 million.
Literally 90 million views that has.
Mean
and that
kitty.
was out in 2007. That must have been one of the first YouTube videos, next to Jenna Marbles, that I probably ever watched. And that was in my head, and it's my new weekly favourite because I found it the other day again, and I was like, wow.
Nice.
Where has this been?
I do like it when every so often like you'll see it and it'll be like, does anyone remember this? And it was
like a chocolate rain, like what I was saying earlier.
Chocolate rain or shoes.
Or
mate, it was so
what's
good.
the one that was like, how'd your wife, how'd your kids, how'd your wife, how'd
they
your
were
kids?
So good.
Yeah.
And how'd your husband, cause they're killing everybody out here.
Yeah.
You don't have to run and confess.
Yeah.
We're looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you. So you can run until. Oh, that was so. That was so
also,
like my life as a kid.
YouTube's React.
Yeah.
The React channels. Yeah, uploaded a thing the other day, and it was like all the YouTube viral videos.
Yeah.
And they made them put them in order, and that was how'd your kids, how'd your wife, that was in it. And so was shoes. So was
like old school YouTube.
What's that one where the girls are in the limo?
Whoa.
The girls are in the limo and they're like really up themselves.
I don't know.
Oh, such a good song. I can't remember what it is.
Is it a song?
Yeah. And they also did
there's so many good.
The dog walked up to the lemon.
Oh yeah, the dog song.
That's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few. It was really good. Oh, they also did obviously Nyan Cat because that was one.
Nyan Cat. Oh man.
Yeah.
I never found that like funny. Like,
How did I?
I didn't really get that. Like it was funny because it was like a pop
Never
tart.
Gonna Give You Up. They did Rick Rolled.
That was one of my favourite Fine Brothers. Is when they Rickroll a bunch of YouTubers.
That was really, really good.
Rickrolling. I remember Rickrolling on YouTube, and that was like the best and the worst thing ever. Because I quite like Rick Astley, but
I remember getting Rickrolled. Like when I was really, really young, I remember watching a cat video. Like it was like really, really funny. It was like a cat video, and I was like clicked on it, and it had like a funny cat in the thumbnail, and I was like, ha ha, cats, because I was like 12.
Yeah.
And then I clicked on it and I got rickrolled, but I didn't understand that I'd been rickrolled. So I was just like, never gonna give you. I was like, well, this is a weird turn for this video to take, but I'm here for it.
I remember the one that I think they showed in the Fine Brothers of like the waves. I remember seeing that and like when it was on YouTube and being rickrolled because I remember thinking that, you know, like the beginning of Grease.
Yeah.
And it's like them on the beach. I remember thinking it was that, and then like Rick Astley popped up and I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? And there was like one that was like, something to do with a fire, like how to build a fire, and it was like literally...
was it Primitive Technology?
No, it was way before that channel was around.
He's really good.
That's a great channel.
Yeah, it's a great channel.
You know what? Okay, this leads on to my weekly annoyance because the Try Guys,
who we love. Well, I love the Try Guys.
They're fine.
They have the merch that I would genuinely wear and buy.
They do have great merch.
They have great merch. I like them, and also I've recently been watching them again, and I don't agree with your weekly annoyance. I like them.
I like them. I like them.
Yeah.
I'm not liking the recent content they've been making. Like
they went to a pottery class. What are you on about? That's
my
bucket list.
That was cool.
Listen to last week's podcast.
That was cool. Like when they started their new channel as, you know, independent from BuzzFeed. That was like cool. I did quite like their stuff they're producing, but it's just the latest stuff I'm not liking as much. But my weekly annoyance is like, I mean, Try Guys, they did do a video where they talked about their favorite YouTubers, and Primitive Technology was one of theirs, and it got me watching it.
Yeah.
But my weekly annoyance is that in one of their videos, their editing, it was just annoying me. Like, it was annoying me so much. And they did they've done a series about like
getting old.
Yeah. and like the simulation of being old and stuff. But it was like, you know, when you I don't know if you've ever had it, but I remember I was in America and we were watching Shark Week, classic, at like 3 a.m. or something because of the time difference, and we were like super jet lagged. And me and my sister were watching Shark Week, and it was like, because there's so many ads like in the middle of programs, so it'd be like, find out what the top 3 sharks are gonna be after this ad break, and then you'd have an ad break, and it would come back and be like, number 6 was this, number 5 was. I was like, just get to number 1. Like, I just want to know what number 1 is. Like, and we literally watched it for like an extra hour, waiting to find out that, of course, it's the great white shark. Like,
have you seen that meme? And it's like, Barry. It was like 2 sharks. This is related. It was like, Barry, I know I'm a white shark, but I don't know if I'm a great white shark. And he goes, Barry, you are a great white shark. And then he goes, thank you, Barry. I needed to hear that, and I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, but like that's what the Try Guys old age video was like. It was like, what's it like being old? Oh, it sucks. Shocker. Like, what new information are you telling me?
I like the Try Guys.
Like, I like them as people.
I haven't watched their old series. The last one I watched from there was their pottery class one. Yeah. Which I really enjoyed.
But to be fair, when they were on BuzzFeed, I didn't like I never watched their, like, we do ballet, or we tried.
I love those. No,
I didn't like them
See,
much.
I don't mind their editing style. I don't think it's changed that much.
No, there were a couple where they sort of like switched up a little bit, and I found it really annoying.
Did you hear that when they first left BuzzFeed, they were like they were meant to change their name, but they couldn't. Yeah. They wanted to keep their name, but they tried really hard. But they were like, you might have been watching the Do Bros.
Oh yeah, the Do Dudes or whatever. Yeah,
that's so funny. Yeah. My weekly annoyance is one that I reckon is going to be out of date by the time this podcast goes out. So I'm so sorry if everyone already knows about this. But a YouTuber by the name of Danielle Cohn. I think it's Cohn. Her last name is spelled Cohn.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's Cohn. People say Cohn. I'm not too sure. But anyway, she's allegedly 15.
Okay.
But everyone thinks she's 12 or 13. They're finding school photos of her from like years ago. It's like very confusing. She lies about her age a lot. I don't know exactly where she's come from, so I'm not going to talk too much about her. Yeah. But she did a 4-part prank video where she pretended to be pregnant.
Right.
And it was just the most insensitive thing I think I've ever watched in my life. And I didn't even watch it. I watched people talk about it.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, hands down, one of the most insensitive things in the world. Because I know that for April Fool's Day. She didn't even do it for April Fool's Day. She just did it for a video. For a 4-part video, which if you go on Social Blade, she made like loads and loads of money off it. And the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio is not in our court. But for April Fool's Day, I know that Justin Bieber did a prank with Hailey Baldwin about being pregnant, and then everyone was like, this is the most insensitive. You can do an April Fool's joke without it offending every single person who can't have a baby or has lost a baby around this time. Yeah. And like, but this girl just took it to the next level. Like, she went to fake scans. Wow. She like pretended to get married.
Is she a YouTuber?
Yes, but I want to say that she's come from something like Dance Moms or something, but I don't know if she has. I feel like she's kind of like Jojo Siwa age. Yeah. But
I mean, there was a girl at my school that used to pretend that she was pregnant all the time, and she like to the point where her friends believed her to the point that they threw her a baby shower.
Why would you lie about that? I don't get it.
I remember I was like in year 9. So how old are you when you're in year 9? Like 14, maybe?
What? And then what happened when there was the baby in 9 months?
Well, like everyone knew. It was just sort of like, of course there's no baby. Of course you're not getting bigger for the last like 4 months. But why
did her friends throw her a baby shower?
Because they're her friends and they're just like, oh yeah, she's totally pregnant. It's like, she's not. She's just doing it for attention.
But then how does she explain to her friends that when 9 months later she doesn't have a baby?
I don't know. Well, I think her friends just never believed her. They just did it because... You know.
But then would she... Okay, I'm sorry, I have so many questions about it.
She wasn't my friend. Yeah, I just remember hearing this and being like... Pfft.
But would she come out to them and be like, oh, I was lying?
No, I think she just let it fizzle out. You know, it's like...
You can't let it fizzle out.
No, but it's like any rumour when you're 13 years old. It's like, oh yeah, I'm dating a 34-year-old. And everyone's like, no, you're not. Like, stop. And then when it turns up that she's not...
Your school sounds a lot more shady than mine.
I grew up in East London.
I think the biggest thing that ever happened is that these 2 girls in my school, I really hope they don't listen to this, 2 girls in my school, like, hated each other and they had, like, a rivalry. And one time, one of them peed in that other girl's water bottle. Whoa. And then she drank it.
Why would she drink it? If it's
she didn't know.
If it's a water bottle.
She was like, oh, I'm going to drink her pee. She, like, didn't know. Yeah, like, she peed in her water bottle.
I'm taking it wasn't like a clear water bottle.
No,
because otherwise you'd be like, this yellow pee doesn't look like water.
Yeah, no, it was like a school water bottle. Like, I can't even remember. Like, she was playing hockey and then she went and peed like in her water bottle and then put it
That's
back.
commitment to go and pee in a water bottle.
Yeah, and then
I wouldn't do that.
Then
if I was a guy, I would.
The girl who drank the pee was on the yearbook committee, and she changed her yearbook caption to something stupid.
That's a good prank. I like that.
Yeah,
that's
but
great.
then I think they got in trouble. But then also nothing happened because it was the last day of school and we got given our yearbooks.
I wish we had I had yearbooks for yearbook quotes. We never had that. We did. We didn't have anything like that.
My yearbook quote was my best friend Lauren. So hi Lauren, because she does listen to these. Hers was what team, and mine was Wildcats.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, that was cute.
My mum said something the other day. I don't know why. My mum said something the other day, and I was like, that would be my quote for university or something, or high school. It's nothing to do with high school, but I just remember my mum being like, no, we had to get a butler. We loved the butler on the boat. And I was just
funny.
Excellent. What are you talking about? And I was just that would be my high school
literally
quote.
A whole lot of people's got taken out because they were seen as offensive, but they were just random ones. There was someone who's had one that said I love Hitler, and it was that one got taken out for obvious reasons.
So stupid.
And there was one that was about him being ginger or something, and then it got taken out because out of fear that he might get bullied about it after. But he was I think everyone knows I'm ginger.
I think the word is out that I'm ginger.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to this week? YouTube wise.
YouTube. I don't know. I think I did have it this week where I was excited for Jenna Marble's video because she got a new dog, Bunny.
Yeah.
And it's been trying, and so I really was I'm so excited for Thursday, so I could watch that video. But I guess next week, I don't know.
I am really excited because. Okay, I actually have really. You're looking at me
I'm what is it?
She has an idea. Okay, so I have this weird obsession where if I watch too much YouTube, I end up in a hole of watching Jeremy Kyle and Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I do that. Gordon Ramsay.
And my boyfriend and me have recently just started watching this TV show called It's Me or the Dog.
Oh, right.
And it is so funny. The editing is so bad. I don't know what year this is made in, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to him coming over tomorrow night.
So you can watch it.
And we're going to watch It's Me or the Dog.
Sounds
it's really funny.
I don't really have one. Because I was saying to you earlier that I watched all of The Office.
Yeah.
And Jack is currently making his way through Friends. He's on season 7, so he's almost there.
Okay, then I have a different thing for you then. What for our listeners? What YouTube would you recommend?
YouTuber I would recommend?
Yeah. Someone that you haven't spoken about already.
Oh, that's tough.
Because I have one.
Well, you do yours.
I would recommend WillNE. You've watched WillNE.
Yeah, WillNE's pretty
Hands down, from England. He's from Manchester, I want to say.
Is he?
In Manchester? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
He's very northern. That's Manchester.
Well, yeah, but I thought he was from...
it's my geography.
I thought he was from Newcastle, but
he is from Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah.
Northern, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very, very northern, and my boyfriend's also northern.
Yes.
And it's really funny how alike they sound. But hands down, probably one of the funniest YouTubers I've watched in a long. It actually makes me laugh out loud.
Actually, I have mentioned her briefly earlier.
Yeah.
Jaden Animations.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I didn't watch her for a while. I don't know why. I didn't watch her for a while, but I watched a couple of her videos, and I was sat on my sofa laughing out loud. And and it's not like she's telling the story. Oh, actually, no. Another one that makes me laugh out loud is Olin Rogers.
Oh, okay.
He does skits that get tens of thousands of views, and then he'll do a story time every so often. And the way he tells these stories, and they are so funny. There's one that went quite viral. Called Ghost in the Stalls. Yeah. But out of all of he has lots of story videos, and all of them are hilarious, and I highly recommend watching them.
Good one. Yeah, good one.
Okay, that's it for this week's podcast.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy your YouTube relaxation time.
Enjoy your YouTube.
Yeah. Bye. What does Charles